we have to see it like this. It is you, me, and it's the relationship.
Yeah.
So what can I do to bring the best to the relationship?
Yeah.
He cooks, he cleans, he organizes, he's ambitious and hardworking. He takes care of me and makes sure I feel secure financially and practically. Where's the emotionally?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really good one.
My question is, how do I know when it's worth pushing forward with someone who has the potential versus when it's time to walk away, even if leaving means losing the lifestyle and dream you have built together? Hello everyone.
Hola.
David.
And Celeste here.
Amor. Your partner is a 10, but he's emotionally immature.
Then it's not a 10. But
All right. So
thank you. It will be for me.
Yeah. So we have a scenario here today with some woman who says that everything is great about this boyfriend, except that.
Okay.
Except that he is emotionally immature.
Okay.
So on paper, everything is great, but she feels more lonely than ever before.
All right.
And here's what she says in this Reddit post. Hi everyone. I feel guilty even writing this because on paper I should be grateful. But I need some outside perspectives because I feel stuck. I've been with my boyfriend for 1 year and 8 months. Mm-hmm. The raw truth is that at this point I'm staying mostly for the potential. I mean, all right, first here I would ask.
Yeah, let's break it down a little bit.
What means potential, mi amor? I mean, what does it mean, do you think?
It is often we hear people saying the potential of this person, but I believe it's very individual. The potential for you can seem different than for me. In this case, for me, when I saw your potential, it was how willing you are. The willingness and the commitment. For me, that was, this is the guy. For me, that was a potential. With those values, I knew this guy can get anywhere he wants because of that willingness.
But did you realize that in the beginning?
See, honey.
Early.
Yes. Because you were open. You were not close to
anything.
Any mindset, any discussion. You were just open and really willing to what needs to be done. I want to achieve this, what I need to do. So for me, that was very, very important. So depending for some other people, that potential can be more materialistic, let's say, or in terms of
would be the ideal
career,
partner.
For example, the career, if I meet, let's say you were a salesman or you were studying, and then I can see that, yes, this guy can definitely a really good salesman. That is the potential that I see on you. Maybe that can be, so that's why I'm saying.
Well, probably she means that a potential ideal partner for her. Because she says here, if we move on.
What it says?
When we met, I noticed after only a couple of weeks how emotionally immature he was. But I was curious. I wanted to see if he'd open up, to work on himself, and if he could grow together. What really tied me to him was the lifestyle. He is an experienced sailor, and through an amazing coincidence, we landed our dream catamaran just 4 months in. Sailing around the world has always been my ultimate dream, and we started planning it together. So on paper, he's a great guy. He cooks, he cleans, he organizes, he's ambitious and hardworking, he's loyal, generous, and consistently bring me, reading her word, little or big surprises. Okay. He takes care of me and makes sure I feel secure. But here she says, financially and practically. So where's the emotionally?
Exactly, yeah, that's a really good one. It's not the emotional part in there anyway.
Yeah, so we live in the Caribbean, run our own company, and I'm living the life I always dreamed of.
Okay, maybe in there, the potential that she sees is more maybe in the lifestyle. Could be, since she has that as a big, let's see what else she says. But until now, maybe I could get that potential. She refers more as the lifestyle.
Yeah, the lifestyle, the ultimate dream that she says here. And of course, if you find someone who is attractive and you can spend your life with that, that is a temptation for too many. But beneath that, she says, the relationship feels empty and poisoned. I've been in therapy for years, always trying to improve myself. He, on the other hand, was in a desperate state when I met him. From the beginning, communication has almost been impossible. So he plays the victim, deflects, twists reality, projects it onto me. When angry, he verbally attacks, accuses, and insults me for hours until I hide in my cabin.
But
After fights, he resets as if nothing happened, while I'm left drained and in despair. To his credit, he's willing to try. He even started therapy, though it often feels like it's for me, rather than truly for himself. He made some progress, but given how bad it was at the start, he still doesn't meet my basic needs for emotional connection. Okay.
wait, before you...
So I want to ask you here, mi amor, like, okay, about the willingness. He says he's willing to try.
Yes.
So where is the limit there? If there's no progress, and on the other hand, we all know that this growth is not going to happen overnight.
Exactly. Yes, I would say in there, how enough is when someone is telling you, I'm trying, I'm willing to try. Okay. For some people, I have heard some couples, they are in that dynamic when the guy in this case is saying, yes, I'm trying, but then has passed years and years
happened.
and just a minimum change. Well, personally, I'm not okay with that. It's like, man, if you're willing to try, and that's what I saw on you, is that you tried, and then the next one, you bring the achievement from the first try, and so on. So little by little, it's gonna add up. But then also in here, that I would say has only passed 1.5 years, and to build a strong emotional intelligence to reach that level, yes, you said it's not going to come from couple months therapy. We don't know how often he's going to therapy. And also in the beginning, if he's doing it for her, it's okay. Man, I mean, like, eventually he is gonna start liking it and feel more comfortable. But in the beginning, it's completely fine if he's doing it for her. I wouldn't resent that.
No, I wouldn't resent it either, but we have to see it like this. It is you, me, and it's the relationship.
Yeah.
So what can I do to bring the best to the relationship? There is where I'm thinking he is doing it, maybe not necessarily for her, but for the relationship.
Yeah.
Because she loves her. So what else says here? The result is that I closed off very early. I became cold and resentful because it wasn't safe to open up. I learned that as long as I didn't bring up issues, we're fine. To him, everything is great and we are progressing, but inside, I feel numb, bitter, and even despise him. I don't find him attractive anymore because his emotional chaos seems to radiate outward. He often says that if I changed, if I were warmer and more loving, he wouldn't be defensive and he would give me everything I'm asking for.
Where is her emotional intelligence there then? When she says that she closed up very early, where is that emotional intelligence? So just having that as a question, I'm just wondering.
Right. Yeah, I have something to say there also. I'm just a little bit more here. But I don't believe someone's growth should depend on my attitude. Long story short, the universe gave me everything I ever wanted on a golden plate, but it feels poisoned. I have the dream life, but not the partner I truly connect with, even though he's really amazing in all other areas. And I don't know if I should give it all up or should try harder. My question is, how do I know when it's worth pushing forward with someone who has the potential versus when it's time to walk away, even if leaving means losing the lifestyle and dream you have built together?
Here we go again with the potential.
Yeah.
What potential exactly?
First of all, we're not here to pick her side or his side.
No.
There is too many other aspects in a relationship, in anyone's life, that is also going to be a crucial factor in everything.
Yeah,
but for just base it on what she
underrated.
says here, that is what we are doing.
Yes.
And we are trying to see from the both sides.
Yeah, both
like,
sides.
what is going on? So if I changed and if I were warmer and more loving, she says,
Yes,
he wouldn't be defensive.
Here is a very personal perspective, and it is something that I have done. So
With me.
yes, with you. So I have done it with myself. So this self-reflection, and then I have brought those insights into the relationship. So then, first, when we talk about emotional intelligence, first she says that she has been so many years in therapy, but then now she's saying that she's just closing up quite early, and then she doesn't discuss anything else. So then I'm just wondering, okay, then where is that emotional intelligence that we have been working on through all these years. So then here, when he has been in therapy, working on himself, trying, all right? And then he's telling her, if you were warmer. So somehow the guy is telling her, is giving her something to work on herself. Because in here is not only his problem and only her problem. No, it's both. So then what I have done with myself is, all right, how am I saying it? Because there is something that needs to be said, yes, but how am I saying it? So what has worked for the relationship, it is I check on myself first, all right, and then I am aware of how I am delivering that message. For every single person, they don't like when we point the negative part of ourselves.
Yeah.
And we don't like to be judged. We don't like to be, when someone talks in a bad tone of voice to us,
Right.
We don't like that. And definitely we don't like it when the partner is doing that to us. So then, for example, I'm just thinking, instead of pointing, because majority of us, we like to just focus in the negative. He has been in therapy, but it still is not enough to cope with my basic needs. Okay, but what about instead when maybe he's trying to apply what he has learned in therapy, and then she's telling him, baby, I can see that you have worked with the therapist. I feel better in the conversations now. And then highlighting what he is doing right. Let's say an example. I hate a football jersey that you have. I don't like it at all. And then I see you with this black shirt that, I love it. So instead of when you have the jersey on, saying like, oh, baby, so awful, that jersey. No, I don't like it. Men, when you have the black shirt on,
Yeah, you encourage
then
the positive.
I can come up to you like, oh, baby, I love that shirt. How it looks on you.
Yeah,
Sit down.
and naturally I will use that t-shirt more because I like to have nice compliments.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, who doesn't like that? I believe a relationship is just like so many aspects and life happens all the time. So why not give those little positive feedbacks to each other all the time as much as we can?
Yes.
And trying to use it in that way instead. Because yes, we are forming each other, shaping each other in some way. And if I can just, I came across a theory, if I can say that.
Yeah, of course.
So there is a self-expansion theory. And it is two psychologists called Arthur Aron and Elaine Aron. And they are a married couple. So that is also quite nice that I have done this work together and invented this theory. So they suggest that humans, we are wired in the aspect that we want to grow and evolve. And in a relationship, that is just an accelerator of that. Why? Because, as I said, we shape each other. And there's two phases in this theory, which is the expansion phase and the integration phase. And those goes in a cycle. So it starts with the expansion phase. So when we get, from an individual perspective, when we get new insights, new knowledge, new stuff coming to us.
New whatever.
Yeah, new whatever. It gets excited. We get excited sometimes and we just read it or watch it or whatever. That is the expansion. After that, if we want to grow in this self-expansion, we need to integrate that. So if you read a self-help book and nothing happened with your life, you have just exposed yourself to the expansion, but you haven't integrated.
Okay.
So in the case of them now, in a relationship, because this psychologist, this couple, they talk about it from a relationship perspective.
So kind of will be like the theory and the practice, in other words, ish.
It could be that.
Okay.
Yeah, that you can say it like that, I guess also. So in a relationship, you have the novelty as well.
Yeah.
You have the new experience, the new routine, the lust, you feel desired. Everything is new and exciting. So it's gonna go over a time and two things can happen here. Either you grow because you have started to know in this peak of emotions and chemistry, you have started also to build a foundation that then being integrated, and then you have a strong relationship forward. Or you live in this illusion of growth. So you only ride this wave of, all these positive hormones and feel good hormones.
Then.
No, that is the expansion phase. This is the illusion of growth.
Okay.
So you think you're becoming the best version of yourself, because I think we all can relate to that when we're meeting someone new and we feel just amazing. We feel unstoppable. We're so empowered, and it's like nothing can stop me now. I'm in love.
Yes.
But as anything, newness won't be something
forever.
new forever. So when that fades, when that disappears, what is left? And we'll talk about love and lust there also. That is the misconception, and we have another video about that.
Yeah, we can link here the video.
So in her case, I think that could be, or in their case, remember there is a relationship. It's not individual. We're not talking on the individual level now. It is a relationship. Has went through that phase of excitement and newness, and the ultimate dream, as she describes, this is, which is even super overwhelming. So they're so exposed to this expansion, this potential, this new future, but they haven't implemented the basic foundations.
Which is emotional.
Yes, which is emotional, which is how we can communicate. How can we resolve a conflict? What is our dream after this adventure of sailing the world?
Claro. Yes, because it's going to have an end eventually.
So what's going on there? Have they had that conversation? Probably not. And what happens when we are being exposed, like this psychologist suggests, when we are exposed to too much expansion and not integrated, we're getting overwhelmed. We're doubting ourselves, and we start questioning if this is the right path. And I cannot think that I think this theory is very accurate in this case.
Yeah, I love it. And actually so many couples, they go through that. You see them very excited in the beginning, but after, usually it's like 2 years that they are reaching, is 1 year, almost 2 years, year and 8 months, something like that.
Yeah.
So that is kind of the time where all this rush, it is start to fade a little bit. Yes, I love that theory, honey.
So, and then also we need to understand that, they suggest that that we humans, we value the growth. We value the evolvement of ourselves, of our sense of self, and in the relationship. But not everybody value it the same.
Yeah,
So someone else might value it in a different way. And how about the priorities? People who have more difficult, accepting this path, they can feel threatened by the integration because that is a change, and a change comes with uncertainties, and that can be the case of becoming defensive.
Whoa, baby!
And
yes.
if someone is pushing that on you all the time, you're gonna be like this.
Claro,
Because,
and if it is not said in a nice way, for sure.
And if you are not willing to do it yourself and for your team or your relationship, making those sacrifices, it's going to be hard to convince someone. You will keep having that defensiveness towards that and protect your old version. And this happens when it is an imbalance between the expansion and integration. Because when the expansion is too much and we forget about integrating stuff, we're going to sit there with too much things. It's like, and being attached to what have happened. Like all this, we have this amazing future, we have this company, we have all this money, we're living in Caribbean, we have a freaking yacht, a sailboat. We have everything. I mean, why do I feel like this?
Yes.
And she even said, I even feel guilty writing this.
Yeah, writing this down. Wow, honey, that's great. Yes.
So, I definitely think that could be something that's going on for them.
Yes. No, that's, whoa, I'm very blown away with what you just said. Yes, it is like that. It is a really good one.
Today's realization, mi amor.
What about you, baby?
Well, I'm stuck with this theory. It really hit me when I came across it, and then after I reading this article, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what they say in this theory. but to think how the realization today, how I can take the reflection from this post into my own life and into our own relationship. I mean, this is just like, take one of those plants, these indoor plants, and you just like water it, and you give it sun, for it to grow, which is the expansion. And then the integration will be that absorbing that nutrition, the water, the sun, and then it grows. Simple. But if you put too much water, you put too much sun, it's gonna be dry out, or it's going die. And that is what happened. You lose the flourish, you lose when you become too much exposed to the expansion. And I think majority of people, including myself, we are exposing ourselves to too much expansion, and we never stop, sit down, reflect, and like, what can I even learn from today? What can I learn from reading a page in this book, instead of just going through the entire book and then you forget majority of what you have read. So just understand it's a process, and in relationship, it is a process. I mean, our marriage, in the beginning, obviously, it wasn't like it is today. But we have really taken the time to sit down and talk and reflect, and like, how do you think we did with this conflict yesterday? I mean, I've been reflecting over it, and I didn't feel comfortable about it. Okay, yeah, we share our perspectives, find a middle ground, and then we implement it, and we resolve it.
Yes, I think what we have done is we have had a personal work and team work.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Because we have work on ourselves.
Yeah, we have self-expansion individually and as a couple. So this theory can be used in all areas of life. So I really think it is about being patient and honest. Like, what I'm doing is right for me, before it goes too far, before you have being married for too long and you have your entire network is shared with this person. Now you have kids, now you have all these kind of things, but you knew from the beginning that this guy didn't fulfill my emotional needs.
Claro.
So just because it was exciting to have sex with this guy and go to concerts for 6 months in the beginning, and you create so many memories together, and you stay together forever. Yeah, I think that would be my realization for today.
I love the theory, baby. Yay, thank you so much for bringing it up.
Yeah. I thank the universe for providing me that theory, because I think it's going to be useful for me and for us.
And as you said, it can be applied everywhere.
Yeah.
For today's realization, I would say, and also thinking on my own, based on what she described there, before judging my partner, in this case,
pointing
fingers, when I'm pointing finger, there is some others that are pointing at me. So then I would check myself first. All right, he is telling me this. If you were warmer, okay, wasn't enough warmer? How did I say it? Just a self-reflection, and then, all right, let's talk. Let's have a conversation in here before judging, because it's very easy for us to judge. You don't give me, you don't do this, you don't like it, you don't want.
Yeah.
And then really highlight the positive. That is gonna help in not only in the relationship, everything. Highlight the positive. So as a realization, really focus on what we are doing good. And it's not about not seeing what needs to be improved.
So check yourself.
Yes.
And try to see the positive side.
Yes, check yourself and try to see the positive side. In this try to see the positive side, again, it's not about ignoring what can be improved, because it's necessary to, like, what is it, the word? Now I forgot. Wait, feedback. Like, okay, this just happened. What can we improve from this? Okay, yes. But seen in a positive way. The positive way, I mean, the mood you come to the tone of voice, the words that you use, the energy that you approach. That will be for me
Bueno.
my realization
Memo.
for today. Yes.
Great. Well,
Right.
thank you so much, everyone,
Thank
for hanging
you.
out with us. Again, we are not here to judge. We're not here to taking sides. We're here to reflect
Yes.
and share our reflection and hopefully inspire more people to ask these questions. And I heard a quote the other day. It says, if you ask your soul, yourself, inside, deep intuition, wise questions, you will get wise answers. So that is what we want to spark, because if we can do those self-reflection and take personal responsibility in whatever area we are doing, but mainly here we're talking about relationship, we will come and bring something more constructive and more wise to the table.
Yes.
For that relationship to work. So that's our mission here, and that's what we want to help people to improve. So like and subscribe, share with someone who needs to hear this, and until next time,
Adios.
take care. Bye.
Mi amor, baby, you're amazing, honey.